Hello gamers, this is Brain from GameBrain.media. We're going to play MotoGP 07, a 17-year-old game at the time of this recording in 2024. Ridiculously good game. It will run in a 4:3 window because the aspect ratio back then was 4:3. I can't get it to run widescreen without everybody looking weird and squatty. So that's why you see the black bars on the sides. Let's race. All right. Last episode, we ran Valentino Rossi at Laguna Seca because Valle is my favorite MotoGP legend, and Laguna Seca is my favorite racetrack of all time in every game I ever play. However, today I'm going to jump into a quick race and run with Casey Stoner. I'm not going to go to select rider right now because when I did that before, it got hung up and the game froze on me. So I'm going to select the track and we are going to Losail, which is the Grand Prix of Qatar. It is a class Grand Prix racing because guess what? There's only two. I still haven't looked into what that extreme racing category is, but I am going to run on difficulty of rookie. Just to stretch my legs and get in the groove of things, right? Haven't been to this track. Woo, that's loud. All right, so I haven't been to this track in ages, but the people still have kind of polygonal shapes because that's how things were in 2009 or 2007. 2009. Listen to me. Squeeze the clutch a little bit, try to get that power back down on the ground. I should have just hit the rear brake. But, okay, right away, it's unrealistic for me to shoot to the front like that. And it looks like I'm driving drunk. There you go, back brake. Okay, I mentioned, hey, if anybody knows the song that I'm thinking of, because we're going to walk and I think I want to talk about Jack White and the White Stripes. I cannot find that song, and the way I swing back and forth like this, going into and out of these turns, just, oh, come on. Drives me nuts, and it just made me think of that song. If anybody knows the name of that song, post in the comments, please. Oh! All right, I'm in fourth out of fifth. I'm in fifth out of 19. Oh God. Okay, I'm in seventh. I'm in 12th. No, not yet. It's coming though. It's only the first lap. But Stoner on the Ducati, man, that rear end slides a lot. You give it just a little bit of too much power at the same in too little time. Oh man, see, you're gonna spin out. You're gonna spin the rear, not skid the rear, spin the rear. Yeah. There's two different problems here because the braking button is just an on-off B button for me. The way I've set things up. There isn't progressive braking through a trigger. And so you skid the rear like I just did there, and then coming out of turns when I get on the hammer too quickly, Casey will spin the rear. He'll start firing up the fuel and the fire on that back tire before. Oh, I was supposed to talk. Yeah, he'll start spinning up the fire on that back tire before it's ready for it, and it will spin the rear, leave a black skid mark on the pavement. There it was. It's pretty easy to see once you understand what I'm trying to. There it was. Once I'm trying to show you. Once you start looking for it, like if you're playing, like that's all skid marks. But now, if I was to leave a little black trail coming out of the turn, that's going to be because I'm spinning to retire. And, honestly, I don't know if I'll ever get out of... Oh, crap. If I'll ever get out of rookie mode. Like, I'm bouncing through games. I want to start something called Racing Roulette, which means play a different game whenever the hell I feel like it, which is really what I'm doing already. But Racing Roulette is going to be related to whatever I wake up in the middle of the night and it's on TV. Like, I just saw some wicked side-by-side off-road racing at Crandon for 2024. And then I saw some BTCC the next night. And then I woke up and it was Trans Am series. And then I woke up and it was DTMs. Oh, man. Like, listen to me. Every day could be a new adventure. But, you know, really, it's hard to make videos every day, bro. Alright, I'm finally getting there. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Lap 2 of 3. Pedrosa is within my reach. I gotta figure this out. How to talk without wiggling back and forth. A wiggling when I walk and a wiggling when I talk. Because I'm strutting. I don't know what to do. She's with me in the morning time. She's with me in the middle of the night. I don't know the name of that damn song, and it may not even exist, but I think it does. Hopefully somebody will know. Somebody will post it in the comments. Come on, man. Somebody got to come through for me. And clearly, I have the words all wrong, right? Remember how many, there's some great videos about people singing along with songs in their car. They're driving along, and they're like saying the most ridiculous things, but every once in a while you understand, like, oh, I understand why I can see why he might think that song says those words, but it doesn't. Alright, time to shut up and put Pedrosa out of my misery. Ah, come on, just stay on the damn track, dude. I was trying to be cocky. Yeah, see, just shut up. I jinx myself every time. Oh no! Oh no! Suddenly in 5th. I don't think I'm getting there, dude. Oh well. Next track, different rider, different circumstances. This track didn't really have any good standout moments or landmarks. It's just a piece of asphalt in the desert. You don't go into the back straight where it's lined with trees, or you don't go into the carousel, and you don't go into the chicane under the bridge. Like, big deal, they put a sign out here. And then, oh, there it is. That was my landmark, is the high lift, that blue high lift on the right. Oh, poof, I'm down. I was going to hit 3rd and get a podium, but now I'm dead in the water. Ah! Push forward on the stick to lower the wheelie. Duh. It's tuck on the straightaway. And it's bring the wheelie down to earth. Alright, so there I was. Whoa! Wait a minute. Oh, Casey Stoner, yeah, position 5. Last time I ran Colin Edwards, but I didn't post that video because it locked up on me when I tried to change to Colin Edwards. Alright, so we're going to continue. And this is the replay. Then I will do a break. Change tracks, change riders. God, this looks good. Man, for such an old game, bro, it looks so good. And, I mean, I'm running at full settings. I had to turn off the crowd. So there is no audience in the bleachers because they were doing this weird flashy, blinky thing. Didn't like that. Alright, so I believe we're using the Action Cam or the TV Cam as the built-in automatic replay system. And I played around with those controls in the last video. I decided that the game does a fine job on its own. When I tried to interfere, I went to, turned on helicopter mode. Oh, that was really awesome. But it was also not cool at all because it zoomed in so far, and then it zoomed out so far, and then it was just really erratic, and it just didn't make sense. Wow, that was chaotic. Ah, nice wheelie, bro, and then I got bucked off. There you go. All I got to do is lean forward on the stick. Duh. Duh. That's like so common for every motocross game, supercross game. Oh, what a dummy. How to defeat a wheelie. Lean forward. See, that's not natural for me in real life, because when I do a wheelie, I lean backwards. I weight the rear end to bring up the front easier. And seriously, I cannot do 12 o'clock wheelies. I can't do balance point wheelies in real life. But I'm going to keep, I can't wait to get my bike back or buy some little chump change 100cc. Man, if I could get my hands on an XR80, I'd be in heaven. I would go out in the backyard and I would just, I would buy 4 new fenders, back fenders. I would just crush one. I'd probably have to re-weld the, what's it called? The rear assembly, I don't know, the seats. I busted my buddy's RM250. We were out in Glamis Dunes in California, and I came into the campsite after flying up, man, what's the name of that big hill out there? It's not Oldsmobile Hill. Shit. There's a giant famous hill in Glamis. I made a couple 3 runs at it, and I got most of the way up, did a U-turn, rolled back down. Did a U-turn, blitzed it again, came at it at a little bit of an angle, realized that's the way, and then I had to do a switchback because I was running too wide to the side. And when I did the switchback, I lost power. So I just did a U-turn, rode it down to the bottom, did another U-turn at the bottom, blitzed the hill at a much better, more acute angle, boom, made it up, no problem. Yay! So my friends were down there at the campsite, and little did I know, they had a video camera going. And they were filming my 3 attempts, and I came down, and as I rolled into camp, I noticed, oh, she's pointing the camera. She's got a video camera. So I grabbed some clutch, I cranked the wheelie, whoop, right off the back. But it also bent the subframe. That's what I'm looking for, the rear subframe. And, yep, cracked one of the welds on the rear subframe. I mean, come on, man. It was a 1998 RM250 in the year 2008. So it was a fairly older bike. But it didn't wreck the plastics. You know, we went to the shop and bought a couple of screws because the screws got lost in the sand after the plastic fender popped off. Good times, good times. And my buddy had a welder, so he's like, nah, man. I said, dude, pay for repairs, take it to the shop. He's like, nah, I got all the shit I need, man. He had a wire brush on a drill, you know, peeled off the paint, he welded it. It wasn't bent, it was just, it cracked a weld. Then he bought some paint and he repainted it, and he put the fender back on. But, you know, by that time, I had already left California and went back home to where, like, I was visiting. He did that, but, you know, honestly, long story short, that guy loves doing that crap. He is so meticulous and so fastidious. It gave him an excuse to do something, right? Like, right? Like, I gotta go out in the garage and I gotta get a coat of paint on that, and then I gotta let it dry, and then I'll coat it again tonight before bed. And you know, he just built up layers and layers of spray paint to protect that. Yeah, it wasn't like a factory powder coat back then, dude. It was just, you could repaint your frame after he welded it, and, you know, cleaned it. Then he started layering paint. Then he threw on the plastic, and everything was good as new. He sent me pictures. No hard feelings. It was awesome. What a great guy. Story time with GameBrain. I still have photos of that. Well, I don't know where the video ever went, but I do have photos. When I came into camp and I cracked a wheelie, there was another person standing behind my friend with the video camera, and she actually took a still shot. That was pretty good. I might have missed it. This race should have already been over. Did we go through a replay? Is this the second round? Oh well, I got caught up in my story. It's time to change tracks, change riders, and boom. That looks like the end of the race. Yep. So that was really fun. The fun has just begun. Come inside, come inside, come inside. Alright, so much for that, baby. I cannot... Oh. I'm sitting here using keyboard commands trying to change things, and I have to use a gamepad. Alright. Well, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I always do. So, I guess with that, GameBrain is gone. Until next time.